Hey guys, I'm Brad with Apicella Designs, and today I'm here to show you about our brand new Billet Taillight Tailgate Trunnion for the 47 to 53 Chevy 3100 pickups. So let me tell you a little bit about what this is and why it's so special. So we've combined the taillight assembly and the tailgate trunnion assembly into one unit. So this effectively is a near bolt-on solution. It bolts in place of your factory tailgate trunnion. You're going to drill a hole in the middle to run your wiring through. So this guy bolts right to the pickup. Run your wiring through. We use sealed LED lenses. These are available in both red and clear with red LEDs. They press fit right in your assembly. And then run your wires through. They go together, and there's one screw on the bottom to put this together. So it's a really simple install, very minimal modifications. And if you ever want to take them off, your factory tailgate trunnion will actually cover the hole that we're going to drill to run the wiring through anyways. So you can always go back to original if you wanted to. All right, so let's talk about the tools you're going to need to install your new billet taillights. So in our case, we're going to need a 1/2 inch box wrench, 1/2 inch ratchet to remove the old tailgate trunnion. I've got a 3/16 Allen wrench to install our new stainless hardware to actually bolt these to the bedsides. We've got a 1/16 Allen wrench that is the little hardware that holds the bottom of your, it's actually going to hold your bezel to the billet body. So a little 1/16 Allen wrench for that. And then we also have we've got an 1/8 inch drill bit to pilot your hole. And then we have, I really like these rotobroach cutters. This is a 7/8 inch. And it gives us enough room to pull our wires through. And also we'll run a rubber grommet in there just to protect our wires and make sure they don't get cut or anything on the raw metal after we cut this. And then you're just going to need a standard corded or cordless drill. And it doesn't take much. It's 2 layers of thin sheet metal. So let's go over to the truck and I'll show you how we start doing this. All right guys, so first thing we're going to do is remove your factory tailgate trunnion. The bottom one is going to have a nut underneath here. The top one actually has a captive nut built into the side. So get this guy, break that loose. That guy off. You also want to make sure that your tailgate is supported or have a buddy help hold this. I like to keep a hand up here just to be safe, but we've already loosened the top one, so we'll get this ready to go. This system has a pin up here that's actually going to hold our tailgate on, but it's always good to keep a hand ready just in case. So now that that's removed, you can see that how easily that came off. So now you can see we have a threaded hole here and just a hole for a nut here. So this is how easy this is going to go back on. Slide this guy in, line up your 2 holes, and bolt it on. So let me get the Allen wrench and the hardware, and we'll put this thing on. All right, so now that we have our hardware, we're going to put this guy up here. We'll grab our Allen wrench. We're going to mock this up so we can mark our center hole to actually drill for our wiring to go through. So we get our first one started. We just kind of look, and you want to make sure, is it adjusted correctly? Where do we want it? And then I'm going to go through and actually mark a hole roughly in the middle of our opening here. And then we can take this back out. We'll center punch it, and we'll drill out the hole. All right, so now you can see we're basically lined up in the middle. I just like to double check it with the housing. So we're going to use a center punch. This is a spring-loaded pull style. So we're just going to take this, give ourselves a center punch, and now we'll drill it out quick. I like to start with these little 1/8 inch drill bits. This is double-sided, but you can see we can get them in pretty short, so we don't have to worry about going through and hitting the other side. So we're going to drill this out quick. And then we'll switch over to our rotobroach. For these, I recommend some cutting oil. I like to use a good tap or cutting oil to extend the life of these guys. So can't hurt, put a little on there. You're going to run these slow, so all right, and there you can see we've got our hole. We'll deburr this real quick and run our wiring through, and we can bolt it all together. Now we got a couple deburring tools. You could do this with a file or maybe with some sandpaper if you're careful, but this one does the outside and the other one will do actually the inside and the outside. So just clean that up. And we'll do the back side. And now that edge is all cleaned up and deburred. So now we're good to take our wiring. We'll run it through and we'll hook this all up. It's that easy. Now it's installed. We'll double check the tailgate functions correctly, and then plug in our light and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, so you can see taillight's mounted, put our bezel on. Now we just need to put our little screw in the bottom to lock it in, a little dab of Loctite, and we'll be wrapped up. All right, let's test it out, make sure it works. I hope this install video of our Billet Taillight Tailgate Trunnion setup was informative and helpful. Make sure you head over to adcustoms.com to check out our other Chevy 3100 specific parts and installation videos. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more content.